Hello! Welcome to the Art of Healthy Living bonus freebie number 2. This freebie is going to be about those old diet rules. Everyone knows the old diet rules. Don't eat this, don't eat that. You're not allowed to have this. Don't eat after a certain time. Drink 40 glasses of water before you eat. All those old, worn out diet rules that we've all heard our entire lives. This prompt is going to be about forgetting all of that, releasing all of that, and coming into the art of healthy living with an open mind. Because the way I teach nutrition is very unorthodox. I don't believe in deprivation, and I don't believe in not being allowed to eat certain foods. And so when I start training a client and I tell them, yes, you can have chocolate and ice cream, their jaw tends to drop. But the thing is, it's all about moderation, and that's really what I teach is moderation. And so I try to get people to forget all of those old diet rules. Oh, well, I can't have this and I can't have that, and this is off limits, and I'm not supposed to do this. I really want people to just forget all of that, because you can have anything you want as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do the majority of the time. So that's what this prompt is going to be about today. Just releasing all of those old, worn out diet rules that don't work, and opening up your mind to a new way of learning and a new way of living and a new way of actually achieving your weight loss goals and keeping the weight off for good. Okay, so come art with me. Alright, so what I want to do is think about all of those old dieting rules. All of the things that I've heard my entire life that go along with dieting. Again, we're talking about those fad diets or diets that you're on for 2 weeks or to get you through to summer, whatever the case may be. Those quickie diets that help you lose weight, but then you gain it all right back and then some. Not your everyday diet. And I just want to fill this page with as many of those old diet rules as I can remember. Alright, a few of my old, worn out diet rules say don't eat chocolate, don't eat carbs, don't eat after 6 p.m., don't snack, don't eat bread, measure everything, exercise 4 hours a day, don't eat over 1,200 calories a day, weigh everything, count points. These are just some of the old diet rules. My list is longer than that. So what I want to do is just banish all of these old diet rules because they don't apply to me anymore. This is for diets that help you lose weight for a short period of time, and then when you start to eat normally again, the weight comes back and then some. I want to banish all of those old rules. They don't apply to me anymore. So I really want to scratch them out. This does not apply to me anymore. At all. None of it. Big no. And you can make a ritual of this. Do everything 3 times to really cross it out. Whatever you like to do, really get it out. You can also tear it up or burn it. I think I'm going to do a little bit of all of that. Okay, so I want to tear this up. I banished all of these old diet rules. They do not apply to me anymore. And I'm even going to burn the edge of a few of them. So I have a glass bowl here. And I'm just want to light it on fire, or not, and just burn the edge. You can burn the entire thing. If you have a metal pot that you can put this into, burn the entire thing. I just want to burn the edges a little bit, and I'm gonna let that keep on. I'm gonna let that keep going. I have a feeling my smoke alarm might go off. Now I want to burn this other edge. So I have a few that I've burned, and now I just want to use these all in a collage. Use some gel medium and glue these collage pieces down. Now you can see that I already have some stuff here on my page, and that's okay because it's all going to be covered up. And I'm really being rough on these old diet rules. I'm really rubbing down on them because I'm not happy with these. I don't like the way these diet rules made me feel. They made me feel inadequate and like I was deprived, and I don't like that. I really want to forget these and let them go. They have no control over me, no power over me. I'm over it. Those things are gone. They are out of here. Okay, I've used up that entire sheet of old diet rules that I ripped up and burned. I've used it all in a collage. And now I really want to add a bunch of layers here. I really want to just wipe these completely out of my memory. I want to open my mind up and be open to new possibilities and a new way of learning and a new lifestyle that doesn't require these rules, that don't tell me you can't do this and you can't do that, because that just makes me want to do it even more. So now I've opened myself up to a whole new world of opportunity where I can choose what's right for me and what's not good for me. And I can decide if I want to have things in moderation or if I really do want to cut them out of my diet. But not because a diet rule told me to, but because I've learned what it is and what it does to my body, and so I can make a conscious choice about what that will do to me and if it's worth it. Alright, so this page for me is all about banishing those old rules and opening my mind up to something more, something better. And purple signifies an open mind to me. So what I want to do is just coat this entire page in a purple wash. So I want to wet my page a little bit here. And I did not gesso this page to begin with. Normally I do, but there's so much collage here and so much gel medium on here, I don't think I really need the gesso. So I want to add some purple. And you can see that it's really starting to spread because I wet the page first. And a little bit of purple on this side. Now I want a good bit of water here because I want this almost watercolor consistency. And you can see it's just like running everywhere. And that's what I want. And I want to completely cover this page. And again, you can draw symbols in here. You can do big X's to symbolize that you are banishing those old rules. They don't mean anything to you. You can do that big no symbol. Make a ritual out of this if you like. You know, work this page the way you feel it needs to be worked. Whatever says I banish these things to you, do it. And so I just keep going over this. I've already painted the page, but I'm just mentally working through this, that I have really just let these old rules go. They don't apply to me anymore. I don't need these rules. And I'm just moving my paintbrush as I think these thoughts. So because my paint is a little thick here, as it dries, I'm still going to get whatever marks I've left as texture popping through here. So if you want those big X's to show, then leave those big X's and they'll show up. But if you don't want that, then you can always go back over it. And I banish these old thoughts. Alright, so now I want to further cover those old rules and open myself up. And for me, again, the purples and the reds really signify that. So I have this double-sided scrapbooking paper that I absolutely love. And there's even a woman on here that I really think I'm going to use in the collage. So I just want to tear this a little bit and use this as more collage to further cover those old rules and banish them. So I want to tear her out and kind of sit her off to the side. You'll notice I'm not going over these collage pieces with the gel medium after I glue them down. It's because I want the paper to be able to absorb whatever else I lay down here. So again, as I'm laying down all of these pieces of collage, I'm just further letting go of all of those old thoughts, all of those old rules. And I need some more collage here because I thought I was going to space it out, but now I've decided that I really want to cover those old rules, so I'm going to lay a good bit of this collage down. Okay, so I want to add even more layers to this, and I want to blend all of this collage in. I don't want it just standing out on the top of my page like this. So I'm going to wet my page again, get it pretty wet here, and I want to add a little bit of this Napa red, just a couple of drops. And now I'm going to use my brayer. Now I'll wet my page again. And on the spots where it's really dark, I want to blot some of that paint back off. And because I did not gesso my paper, it's really soaking into that scrapbook paper, which I like. And now I'm wetting the page again. And blotting just a little bit. And going back over this with another layer of paint. This one's going to be a plum purple. And I just want a little bit of this. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to wet my brayer. And the wetness is really letting this paint slide all over the place. Alright, so this page is a little dark now. I want to brighten it up a little bit. So I just want to lay, this is again a piece of die cut scrapbooking paper. I just want to lay this right onto my page and add a bit of a brighter color. So for me, I'm going to use some yellow. Alright, so this page is still a little dark for me, so I want to add a bit of white. I want to bring some white back into it. So I'll add just a couple of drops of white here to my palette. And this is actually the belt for a sewing machine. I got this while I was in Bahrain. And so I love to take this and use it as a stamp. Okay, now I want to add my girl right down here at the bottom. I saved a spot just for her. So I need my gel medium again. And I would normally blend her into the background a lot, but because this scrapbook paper already has a lot going on, I just want to leave it as it is and just maybe add a little bit of color around her edge to blend her in. And again, I'm not going to go over her with gel medium because I want whatever I do to bleed into this paper. Okay, I just want to bring her features out a little bit. So now I just want to blend the very edge of this scrapbook paper into the rest of the page. So I'm going to go over it with just a little bit of watercolor crayon. Alright, now I want to emphasize her keeping an open mind. So I have some iridescent, shiny, metallic purple paint. And I have these little cog wheels that I got for years that I got out of a little game or something. I don't even know where I got them from, but I thought they were really cool. And I just want to use these to symbolize her having an open mind. Okay, so that didn't turn out anything like I had hoped. So while my paint is still wet, I'm going to remove as much of it as I can. I will attempt this again, but instead, I think I want to use these gears as a stamp. Because I think that's the look I was hoping to get before. So I'm going to add just a good bit of paint right onto the little gear. And these are just cardboard. They came out of a game or I don't know, something out of a book maybe. They're just little cardboard gears. Let's hope this works. Better, but still not quite what I want. I learn from my mistakes a lot. Okay, so I didn't like either one of those. I'm going to try this one more time, and I want to use the gears as a stencil, I think, because I really want to signify this coming out of her mind as her keeping an open mind. So now this I will not be able to erase. I won't be able to just wash this away. I'm using permanent markers. I'm using Faber-Castell Pitt pens, and so I won't be able to just erase this if I don't like it. Oh yeah, I like that much better. Much better. So now what I want to do is really make these gears pop. Now add some glue. And some glitter. So because this is about keeping an open mind, I'm going to use blue. Because that for me means my head, my mind, you know, up in the clouds. Alright, so now I just want to add some text in here. And I have made, I've taken that black plum and metallic purple that I had mixed together, and I added some water to it to make it very thin. And now I just want to paint on some words. So I just want to touch her hair up just a little bit.
And this is just a glitter gel pen, and I want to go back over it where I had erased some of that purple paint that I was unhappy with. And I washed a lot of the glitter off with it as well. I don't know if you can tell that this is a glitter pen or not. I don't know if you can see the glitter. But it is very sparkly. I love glitter.
Alright, I think I'm done. I love this page. Can I just tell you how much I am loving all of these Art of Healthy Living pages that I'm doing? I haven't disliked a single one of them. I really, really like these pages a lot. So I love the way this page turned out. I'm loving all of these Art of Healthy Living pages. And I want you to show me your page. So take all of those old diet rules, write them down, and then scratch them out, banish them, get rid of them, lay tons of beautiful layers over the top of them, and keep an open mind, because weight loss does not have to be about deprivation. You can absolutely lose weight and still keep the things that you love in moderation, and that's what I'm going to teach you. So come on over to wholeheartfitness.ning.com and sign up to take my e-course, The Art of Healthy Living. We're going to be doing lots of art prompts. Every week we'll be going over a workout, some nutrition or healing information, and an art prompt. So every week we'll have at least 3 videos. And it's 12 weeks long, 3 months together. That's going to get you right up to the holidays and get you well on your way to your weight loss goals. And I'll see you next time. Bye.